outside the town, across the river and through the forest, there was a farm. And the farmer, as farmers are wont to do, was out in his field looking at his vegetables. And his prize vegetables were his yams. And he found one on the edge of his field next to the forest. And the yam was the largest yam he had ever seen. And he thought, oh, this is perfect. This is the best I've ever grown. So he reached down to pull the yam up. And he grabbed the leaves and yanked. And then he heard, ah! And he jumped. He looked around. All around him was just the yam. And he could see one of his cows in the field. And he said, cow, did you just scream? And the tree next to him said, no, it was the yam. At this point, the farmer fell over in shock. Grabs a branch, jumps up, trying to figure out what's going on. The branch immediately says, put me down. Carefully takes the branch, puts it down on the rock in front of him, and the rock says, take that off me. At this point, the farmer's running. So our story moves on to the forest. And in the forest, we have a draper who is heading towards the town with a bundle of cloth. And he hears a scream, and he recognizes the scream. It is his friend the farmer. And down the path comes running the farmer, and the draper quickly, stop. For the draper knows the farmer, he's easily excitable. And he tells us, what happened?
He ate the mushroom.
And the farmer says, I went to go pick a yam, and when I grabbed the yam screamed, and I thought it was the cow, but the tree said it was the yam, and the branch said to put it down, they put it down the rock to take it off, and I ran to you. And the draper says, are you serious? You're trying to tell me that you believe all these things talk. That's just crazy. And the bundle of cloth he has says, I know, I'm pretty sure you'd run too. The draper screams, ah! The farmer screams, off the woods they go. Move closer. There's a bridge over there. And on the bridge is a fisher. And he has his fishing net down. It's a cage contraption down in the water. He's trying to catch the fish as they swim by. And well, that's not going to catch any fish. He pulls it up, stands on the bridge, and here come running down the path. It's the draper, followed by the farmer. And they come pounding on the bridge. Stop! What do you think you're doing? You're scaring all the fish! And the farmer says, I went to the field, I tried to put the yam yells, and the tree said it was the cow, and the branch said put it down, the rock said take it off. And the draper says, and the cloth said I would run too. And the fisher said, what are you talking about? Talking things? What? No, stop messing up everything around me. You're scaring the fish, you're just big nonsense. And the fish trap asked, well, did you take the branch off the rock? The fish trap, the draper, the farmer, and all three of them go right off. We finally have reached the town. And through the town, in comes the fisher, screaming. In comes the draper, screaming. In comes the farmer, screaming. And they run all the way into the constabulary. And they find the chief, and they come in screaming, just incoherent. And the chief stands up from his stool and just towers over them. What is the meaning of this nonsense? Just tell me what is going on. And the farmer relates. The yam screamed, and it wasn't the cow, and the tree, and the branch, and the rock to take it off. Draper, and the cloth said I would run too. I did. And the fisher, and they were scaring the fish, but the fish trap said, why don't you take it off the rock? And the chief looks at them. You come running into my town. You come disturbing the peace. You come making up stories of nonsense. Just shut up and go and leave. And if I hear any more of this, I'm going to lock all of you up. And the three men as scared as they were, did in fact leave. Probably sensible because you wouldn't necessarily want to know what would speak in the cells. After they were gone, the chief said, "These people, these lower-class commoners, how? Just disrupting everything. What nonsense! What incredible nonsense!" And he sits back down on the stool and says, "Yeah, who'd have thought, talking yam?"